look who's here with me, Rick Springfield, and the president, CEO of his company. This would be Gomer, right? Is he?
That's right, baby.
Rick is on a family-friendly tour. Well, we're going to tell you about that.
She stars Rick Springfield is here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we are, there he is. He's looking just as hot as he always has.
Exactly. Oh, you were with him back there
I was
before.
with
You were kind of close with him back there.
Of course.
Yeah.
If Rick Springfield, if Rick is there, I'm all tongue-tied because the man is hot. And again, y'all know I'm married, but I can give him props. He's sexy, and he is on tour now. And he's been on tour for several months. He has a new single called Beautiful You.
Beautiful you, you don't have a clue. You star in the story of my life. Beautiful you, you took me down for the long night. Beautiful you don't have a clue. You know I wish that I had Jesse's
Oh, here we go, Jesse's girl, of course.
Jesse's girl. Gomer, come on, baby.
Come on, Gomer.
Jesse's girl.
Like that. Look at the doggy.
Met Debbie?
Hi, Rick. How are you? Hi, Gomer.
Why don't you got another one?
Hello.
Rick Springfield.
Gomer, come here, baby. Come sit over here.
Adorable.
Come here.
Gomer.
Come here.
Why not?
Gomer
Can I get up here?
No, not at all. He's a bit of a Gomer, though. Am I sitting here? Or
Yes,
somebody?
please.
there.
You are now.
Gomer, you want to get up here?
Gomer's right
Let's
here.
go.
Trying to get him up there.
He likes to get under the counters. That's what he does at studios. He
What-
always
what
gets
kind-
under the counter at the studio.
What kind of dog is he?
He's a pit bull mix.
A mix of what?
Beautiful.
We're not sure. He's a rescued dog, so we'll never know for sure.
How long have you had him?
9 years. He was rescued from death row, actually. He was an hour from being put to sleep. And,
You saved his life.
yeah, and
And
someone's...
he's right here.
Yes, he's right
He's under
there, actually.
tattoo.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, you know what? See,
That's Gomer right there.
I love that, Rick. I have a tattoo of my cat Onyx on me,
You
too.
do not.
I do.
Let's
Yes,
see
I
it.
do.
Let's see it.
Steve.
Where's Onyx?
I can't show you. She's, just say right here.
Are you,
So,
I think I saw a putty cat.
now I'm going to ask about Ashes. Should I do it or not?
go
what?
ahead.
Oh,
Go ahead, Debbie.
Okay. My dog is 16, Ringer, and she's, let's just say she's 16. She's 120, for God's
Yeah.
sakes. When Gomer goes to doggy heaven.
All right, I'm leaving.
He's going to start
Are
crying.
you gonna? Would you keep his ashes? Are you gonna bury him?
I had my dog before Gomer was named Lethal Ron, and he was the dog on the working class dog cover with the white shirt
Oh,
and
of course.
and the
Yeah,
black
with the
tie.
tie.
And he died in '91, and it took it was a really traumatic thing. It took me about 3 years to get over it. And I had his ashes, and I didn't know what to do with him. I carried him around for about the whole 3 years, going, what?
No, Rick.
I don't want to let him go, but
Rick, give him to Arthel's mom.
No,
She'll take
Rick,
care of
no, really, Rick, seriously, I have Onyx's ashes with me at the hotel, too, because we have...
Onyx is no longer here.
No,
I
she
see.
Onyx
passed
is
in
in an urn.
February.
Yeah, I eventually put his ashes in L.A. Pet Park, actually.
Oh,
You know,
that's sweet,
earmuffs.
that's
Don't
sweet.
listen to this.
Yeah.
You know,
okay?
but Rick,
Just don't
you know,
listen.
obviously you're very, very sensitive, which is why you were telling me earlier that you are on a family-friendly tour,
Oh,
which
very
means
family
what?
friendly. Yeah, we go out for about 4 days, and then we fly everywhere, which is really it's tiring, but it's really the only way to do it. I've spent my time on buses, and I couldn't get on another bus.
It's
I
the
don't think.
road,
But
man,
you
right?
do it, but you
Yeah.
say
You go in for 3 or 4 days, and you come off for a week, and you don't come off a different person.
right, so you can stay in
And-
touch with your family.
Yeah, you stay in touch with your family. And
You know,
it's
there are
really
cliches
great.
about when you're on the road, but the road does make you crazy when you're out there for months and months.
Really, it's a little womb-like secular world, and and there's no way. I mean, truly after 3 months on the road, I would truly come off absolutely, like out of touch with everybody
You
at
need a
home.
halfway
Right.
house.
Right.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
yeah.
you go to a halfway house between coming off the road for 3 months. And it just, we all have families now, We
That's
want
right.
to stay
But
connected.
you've been a rock star for a long time. I'm not so sure that a lot of people my age know that before General Hospital, you were a rock star long before, and then you became a soap actor, and then you went back to the music,
That's right, baby. Yes, I was.
Oh, wow! In your native Australia.
In my native Australia.
I love
Actually,
it.
it was since I was about 15, I've been in bands, and I was actually played in Vietnam for a couple of months in '69, '70.
Wow.
And that was unbelievable.
What band was that?
It was a band called Rock House, but we were, it was kind of a this guy booked us from Saigon and sent us out. We thought it was going to be USO tour, but it was like, truly, we lived with the soldiers. We played fire bases. And we'd be playing, and they'd start mortaring us, and
Really?
they'd rush us off to a bunker, and we get shot at and rocketed, and we went up on a mission in an Apache helicopter. It was a Cobra. It was very, very
So question
freaky.
for you, because you became this kind of overnight daytime superstar.
Only took me 20 years.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but was it a good thing for you that you became an acting star, or did it hurt getting your music out?
It didn't hurt. It helped it to get it out. It was just serendipitous. I mean, I hadn't had an acting gig for 9 months, and I suddenly landed this soap opera, which I wasn't sure I knew what it exactly was, and I didn't know that I wanted it. And then I'd had this record that we were just coming up disco and ballads, and I didn't think, what was this guitar-oriented, rock record going to do? And the record company kept delaying it, and I'd had 3 albums out before then that hadn't done anything. And then it just came together, and it was really weird, because about 2 months before all that happened, I was at a party, and there was this girl with tarot cards. And, and I'd do that. I'd do like everybody. You do it for fun. Say, well, maybe she'll tell me something really great. And I did this reading, and she finished it, and she said, that's the most amazing reading I've ever done. And 2 months later, all these things hit.
Really?
And it was, and basically, to answer your question, because I digress very, very,
No,
fairly
It's
regularly.
very interesting.
We
No,
like
it's
your
very
stories.
interesting.
And it helped the initial reaction, I mean, it was just, TV is very powerful. I mean, I was walking down the street 2 weeks later, and people were going, oh, it's that guy at General Hospital. Where before, as a musician, it would take probably a year before that would happen.
Another question. I have read, and I've heard this before about you, that as a creative person, you need darkness in your life. If you're having a good day and everything is terrific, creativity doesn't come to you. Is that a cliche, or is that real?
No, that's the way I operate, and I know a lot of artists writers who do. They like a moody. Like if I lived in Seattle, I'd be writing all the time. I love rain. I was raised with rain, and grew up in the south of Australia. And when I'm happy, all I want to do is have a good time.
Yeah,
And you don't get introspective when you're happy.
Sure.
The only time you get introspective is when you're down, and you don't want to be with anyone, and you go, what's going on?
That's
Why am I
right.
so down?
You're
And that's
forced
when
to
you start
stop.
thinking.
Exactly.
And that's when ideas come, and that's where songs come.
And also, no matter how much success you have and how on paper everything looks perfect,
I was talking to someone the other day, and money and success does not change who you are inside. And it was a friend of mine whose friend actually just sadly committed suicide, but he had everything and was very. Everyone said, why? But it doesn't. I was telling them that it doesn't change.
No.
Your demons go away for about 6 months when money comes in, and you're distracted, but they don't. They never go away forever. They always come back.
Absolutely.
And you need to address them,
Hey,
and that's what writing does for me.
One of my favorite songs still to date is Jesse's Girl. Who is Jesse's Girl? We got to go, but who's Jesse's Girl?
It was another, it was a dark thing. It was something that a girl that I never got, and I was really torn up about
You
it. So I
didn't
wrote
get
a
the
song.
girl?
Yeah.
Come on.
I just want to tell you something. If Jesse didn't turn out okay either.
That's what I was
So don't
going
worry
to
about
say.
it.
Hey, Rick, before we go, Brett Tuggle, friend of mine, says hello to you.
Yeah, Brett was our keyboard player
your
through the
keyboard
80s,
player,
I think,
exactly.
with, Fleetwood Mac, I think.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, with my
Lovely
husband.
guy.
That's how I
Oh,
know
he's with
Brett.
Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah.
When he's not with Bette Midler.
Percussionist. Yeah, he's with Brett now,
Very
too.
busy.
Exactly.
Very busy. Good to see you again, Rick.
Yeah,
Thank you very
Bye,
much.
Rick. Thank you
Rick
so much.
continues his tour. His CD is called Shock, Denial, Anger, and Acceptance About Life. Rick Springfield was with us. He's touring the country. He's at the amphitheater here in L.A.
right.
this Saturday night.
8:15, if you're going to be in L.A., Universal Amphitheater, be there.
Or
Don't
be
talk to
square.
strangers.
No jeans and capris, please.
Do not talk
Tomorrow,
to strangers.
Gwyneth Paltrow.